What?
I'm sorry.
What?
We had to kill the Brotherhood.
Oh.
I don't see any other ways around it. So
In between episodes, I got into an argument with somebody, like just now, about how much like Limitless is.
how much Limitless is.
They had the comment that like, I like Netflix, but it sucks because it has a limited amount of movies on it. I'm like, of course it does. It can't have infinite movies. They're like, it is possible because YouTube has infinite movies. I'm like, YouTube also is not infinite. They're like, but millions of things are being uploaded to YouTube every single day. I'm like,
but millions
that's
is not infinite.
I'm like, yeah, it's like millions is still not infinite.
It is.
That's
finite.
Millions. They ain't having it. But I just.
Infinite literally means it has no end, but it has no beginning either. It just always has been.
Exactly. And YouTube is not that.
I
It has
mean,
millions. I mean, that's still limited to millions.
you will never reach that limit as long as you live, but that's still a limit.
Yeah, I just thought it was a funny thing that happened in the last like 2 seconds.
I bet I know what argument that was. I bet I know what person you were arguing with.
You probably do, but don't say it out loud here.
No.
But yeah, you probably have a pretty good idea who it is.
All right, let's go make some enemies. Use the relay.
You realize what we're doing right now, right?
Yeah, the main quest.
No, I mean what we're doing, like, ethically here. We're selling out like a motherfucker. We're selling out, Phil.
Don't worry, Father-Son is dying as soon as he kicks the bucket.
But do you realize who the whole Brotherhood has to go down in the wake of our ascendance to the president of the fucking... Phil, we're selling out. That's literally what we're doing right now.
Well,
We're going full Metallica.
we made a promise to each other and the audience that we were going to beat the main campaign. And we've already made enemies of the Railroad and the Brotherhood of Steel, but we got to beat the main campaign.
We're selling out is what we're doing. We're doing it.
We're doing it!
We're the corporation, Phil. We are now the corporation. How do you feel about yourself?
I feel terrible.
Yeah, exactly.
But we've already come this far.
See, now we're making corporative, like, selling out type of statements. It's like, well, we're already doing it, so... See, we're doing... this is what happens.
We just gotta wait for the big guys to die so we can go in there and make the difference.
So what? On the way there, we're selling out. We're killing our best friends. Or some of our best friends.
They're killing your best friends. Oh, shit.
We had no qualms with the Brotherhood of Steel, and now we do because we sold out.
But don't worry, like, as soon as this is over, as soon as Father-Son dies, free power for everyone.
Is that the way you justify your actions, your
Yes.
murder?
Hey, you're the one that, at the very beginning said that the Institute were the good guys.
Well, I didn't know!
I think I'm fucked here. To be honest.
And how are we going to rule the Institute? We don't know shit. We don't know shit, Phil. We would literally just found the Institute. We've spent the rest of our time, like, eating dead rats and shit. That's what we've been doing.
Well, we're just gonna have...
And now we're going to rule the whole goddamn planet.
We'll just have to cross that bridge when we get there.
We've literally been a drug addict who eats dead radiated rats. And now we're the president of all of everything. You realize that?
The president of all of everything.
Yeah.
That's the episode title.
Appointed by our father's son.
Oh, damn.
We're King Joffrey now. That's what it's gonna be.
No, we're Ramsay. Because
Ramsay Snow.
Ramsay Bolton at this
that's
point.
Right, that's right, yeah.
Because we were recognized by our father's son.
And then immediately appointed all the power.
Shit!
Phil, geez, when's the last time you quick saved?
I think it auto-saved once I got here.
I sure goddamn motherfucking hope so. Oh, those are hideous up close.
Yeah.
Ew. Ew.
It's with its high quality rendering and shit.
All glossy and... Ew.
Yeah. I wonder what kind of madness this would be on the PC. All the mods and shit. Cause like someone like redid the entire graphics engine to make it look like Borderlands. All cell shaded and outlined and shit.
I was never too much into the whole cell shading art style.
It's really good, especially like though with. Okay, not too far. All I have to do is just
go all the way the goddamn motherfucking back.
That. But jeez,
I can't believe this, man.
They put you into a fucking gauntlet.
We are the corporation now. And this is probably what it feels like to ascend to that level. Is like along the way you start making like small justifications in your like your
this
moral
is
structure.
You know what? I think this is probably getting close to the end game because like it warns you is like, hey, once you do this, you can't go back.
I don't know, maybe. If so, it's pretty short.
But there's like a shit ton of other stuff to do outside of the main campaign.
Fuck, I know. I've put in like about 50 hours on my personal playthrough.
That's not even counting the DLC that's coming up.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm not even up to this point, so there's clearly a lot of shit to do.
Yeah. But that's with like pretty much all the other Bethesda games. Like the main campaign's like...
Yeah, Skyrim was super short.
Main campaign's only like 15 to 20 hours, but there's so much other shit to do.
I wish it was the other way around, though. Like, there was a shit ton of main campaign. Like, they just took the story to, like, really, I don't know, I just think... Or just equalize it some. Make them both fairly long. That would be an insanely expansive game. I just wish the campaigns were longer.
Let's see, I think...
Skyrim's pretty much came down to, like, a showdown between that dragon, right? You trapped that dragon in the...
Yeah, like...
And what dragon was it? Parthenax?
Alduin.
Alduin, that's right.
Parthenax was the dragon that helped you.
That's right.
And
I got my dragons mixed up.
And he was voiced by Mario.
Got my dragons mixed up.
Or more specifically, the guy who voiced Mario, Charles Martinet.
Martinet. I only remembered his last name. But yeah, that's what it eventually boiled down to. But the fucking... I'm insanely excited for the next Elder Scrolls. I did get really into this game, or am really into it. But it just honestly makes me even more excited for the next Elder Scrolls. Especially since we'll be able to see a lot of what they did for this game in the Elder Scrolls. Isn't that more or less what you said that they tend to do?
Pretty much.
It's like they just kind of build on each other each game?
A lot of the main improvements they carry over to the other games.
See, I'm not able to compare this to the other Fallouts because I've never played the other Fallouts.
Oh
shit, Phil. Do not, Phil. Careful. How this happened, I have no idea, but don't fall.
Like, I just went back because, like, I didn't want to get instantly insta-killed.
So, you played through the other Fallouts, right?
Yes.
What are the improvements that you see?
Well, for one thing, the aiming and gunplay is, like, a fuck ton of a lot better.
Yeah.
Because it uses, like, more, I guess, conventional ways of...
You're talking about the crosshairs?
Like, aiming down the sight and shit.
Oh.
You couldn't do that in Fallout 3.
Okay.
Like, you could aim, but, like, the aiming is not precise at all. You pretty much had to rely on VATS.
I use VATS a lot in this.
But, like, aiming traditionally is pretty much based on a dice roll, other than, I think...
So, basically, the use of weapons wasn't that great in the other ones.
The use of weapons was pretty good, just not traditionally. I mean, you had, like, It'd
be annoying having to use VATS all the time.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll introduce any sort of VATS-type, like, system in the next Elder Scrolls.
They probably won't. They didn't in Skyrim.
Has VATS always been a part of Fallout?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So they probably wouldn't cross it over.
Although they did add, like, cinematic random killings in Skyrim.
Yeah, I
because of
noticed that, but
Fallout.
they were so random though. They seemed so random.
Yeah,
They were
but-
pretty cool when they happened though. It's the same thing with Skyrim. I'm not sure how well it was because Skyrim was the first Elder Scrolls I played, so I don't know how much better it was than the other ones.
Let's see.
But I will be able to from now on because I am addicted to both franchises now.
See, I liked Oblivion a lot, but it wasn't as cinematic as Skyrim.
I feel like most other people's was Morrowind. It seemed like everybody else's favorite, at least from the people I've spoken to.
Let's see. I wish they would.
I can tell you what I would like to see in the next Skyrim. I would definitely like to see better renderings of basically the renderings of characters that we see here in Fallout.
So like a better engine with better character models.
Yeah.
I would like to see that, and not go for size, but for
Detail?
like depth.
You mean
'Cause-
in detail, right? You talking about map wise?
Map wise and content wise. Don't make the map necessarily big, but like have it detailed and
Well, see,
like,
here's the thing. I love the idea of a huge map because there's so much to discover. So, I mean, what was so cool about Skyrim is that you could just happen upon huge things. You know what I mean? Like happen on to like small towns and shit like that. Like small towns, small structures, things like that. I thought that was really neat. I mean, if they can make at least the same size of a map as they did with Skyrim, only get more detail in it, I would be happy with that.
I agree with that. I kind of agree with that.
Because-
like Skyrim and in this case Fallout 4 like did a pretty good job in not having like the map too sparsely decorated, because that was my main issue with GTA 5. This would be my case for GTA 6, because like rumor has it that they're trying to do
A full USA map.
the entire country for GTA 6, and I think what they should do is keep it down to one city, but make it the most robust city in a video game ever. Like, be able to go into every single building and all that, and maybe even destructible environments. Because there's no sense in
I'm
making
kind of like on the fence on that.
there's no sense in making the biggest map in the world if it's just like sparsely populated.
If you can't do shit in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. In terms of Skyrim, the reason why I think it's so appropriate to have a huge map that it's just because it has that epic feel to it. Like with something like Fallout, I can see it being. I would be, I'm okay with it being a fairly small map. But with something like Skyrim, this like, it's kind of a callback to just epics, like a lot of foot travel and shit like that. So I would like it big and like really focus on detailing the landscape and everything, which I thought Skyrim did really well, honestly. But yeah, make it more interactive. Maybe keep it about the same size as Skyrim. I don't know. That's how I feel about it. Just huge and detailed, because I love discovering things.
Okay, we have to go to sub-level 01.
I mean, didn't you find that as a pretty good charm about the game? Like,
Yeah.
just discovery.
Yeah, and exploring.
Yeah. So I mean, I like having a huge map for that. There also I hope that they kind of vary up the landscape in the next Elder Scrolls.
They will. There's no doubt about that. Like
I think it would be really cool to have like a jungle type setting somewhere.
jungle or a desert, they haven't done that before.
It doesn't seem like those both would come at once. So if we could get either one of those, I'd be happy.
Because, see, Morrowind had more like swamplands and mountains and marshes.
Basically like
and shit.
Skyrim. Skyrim was mostly mountainous.
Skyrim was mostly like the tundra and all
Yeah.
that.
It's just like we've seen that already. I think that if they did do a desert thing, I think that would be fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
Just the landscape and everything. Same thing with the jungle. It would be like really green. Seeing all that shit in high def and detailed. It'd be neat.
Like rumors going around that it may take place in the Black Marsh, like the home of the Argonians.
Black Marsh.
Yeah.
So another marshland type thing.
maybe, or a jungle. Like, it's just a rumor, so it may be completely false.
If it's jungle, that would be cool. I would be really appeased with that. I don't know where people would get that type of shit. I haven't heard anything about it, like from valuable sources.
Is this like a survive section? This is a survive section.
Yeah.
I just threw in mine.
Where do you think people would get that type of information from?
I guess
Bethesda hasn't released anything about the game, have they?
Nope. And they probably won't release any. They probably won't reveal the game because this is what they do. They don't release the game until they have a release date. They don't. Well, never mind. They don't release details about the game until they have a release date. That's usually what they've done.
How far apart when you first when you first came upon information about Skyrim, how far apart was that from its release date?
About a year. Because they released it at the Game Awards the year prior.
It'd be cool if by the end of this year we at least have information. Some sort of information.
E3 is having its... Oh, shit. E3 is... Bethesda is... Oh, fuck me! Fucking Piper getting in the way of everything. Bethesda is having its own press conference again this year at E3, so...
Maybe they'll let us know something.
They're definitely going to let us know about DLC for Fallout 4, and by then the new Doom game will be out. So I'm guessing either a new Wolfenstein.
I don't know shit about Wolfenstein.
It's like the quintessential first-person shooter that came before Doom.
Shit, that's an old franchise then.
Yeah, they just released one about a year or two ago, and it came out it was met with really positive feedback. So I'm guessing people are already speculating either. Okay. Facile terrible.
I don't know. I would just like to hear something about the production of the next Elder Scrolls. If they're even working on one.
Oh, they're probably working on one, but their MO is that they don't reveal the game until they have a concrete release date.
They're still looking at a possibility of another year or two.
Yep.
Well, it better be badass then. All I gotta say.
Taking oh. See, well, this hasn't really been a funny episode, but a engaging episode. Would you think?
Yeah. Which makes good for which makes for good LP too.
Yeah.
Just good discussion in general.
And now we just need to kill everything.
Oh, we can talk about something that happened here fairly recently, the whole Fonbros thing.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that was met with immediate disapproval and rampant, they immediately shot themselves in the foot. There wasn't this whole delay, this whole discussion period where everybody's like, oh, what is it? No, it was immediately destroyed.
Well, they tried to make themselves entitled to a format that, for one, they did not invent.
Fuck no. People reacting to shit. That's just what we do. They try to monopolize something that is already there. I don't understand.
And it's even something that they might not even be legally... they're already doing something that's already in the legal gray area because of copyright and shit. With the shit that they're reacting to.
See, that's the thing about it, is the only way that they would be able to have any sort of case against anyone is if people literally ripped off even their logos and whatever. Other than that, it's just going to be a reaction video. I don't know how they would regulate something like that. That's what was my concern. Is people would have to literally rip off every tiny aspect of a Fine Bros video in order for them to really have a legitimate case towards it.
Ooh, Tesla science. Energy weapons permanently inflict 5% critical damage. Okay.
But what it boils down to is they wanted money.
They wanted more money because like $3 million a year wasn't good enough for them.
Yeah. They just wanted more money, and people immediately saw right through their bullshit, their corporative structure, because they are a corporation at this point.
Yeah.
Like they have overhead, they have employees, etc.
That ought to do it. Let's see. And that puts us right at the
You want to call it?
20-minute mark.
Let's call it.
All right. Well, this was a rather engaging session, but on the next episode of save. Let's see what's in here. Damn it!
I don't think I can pick this.
Yeah, we're totally not experts.
On the next episode of Goat Face Gaming, we
just do more Fallouting.
We eradicate the Brotherhood, possibly get to the end game. I'm not sure.
Our next session may contain the end game.
It could be. It could be, so... Well, they'll let us know in the comment section below and probably spoil the game, so
Okay, I'm
maybe.
just not going to read the comments, then.
Alright, see ya.